think when you're trying to figure out who Shakespeare was, people have all these misconceptions or ideas about him because he was so many things to different people because of the way that he gave like literature to people they never had before, art that they had never had before, words that they never used before, or never known before, you know? And so like people want him to be a specific way. And so like using somebody like John Mulaney as like an example where it's um like Phoebe likes to give Edward de Vere a lot of shit for what he did to Anne Vavasor and be like, he ditched her. He didn't want to have a baby with her, all this other stuff. John Mulaney did that same shit to his first wife, but then he went to rehab. He got out. He had a baby with some other girl who he really liked. And now we see his career flourishing again. And so to have somebody that we respect as like an artist and we think they're funny and talented and we want to see them succeed, but we also very publicly saw them mess up in a way that we wouldn't morally usually accept, like we're allowing ourselves to be like, well, you know, he's fine now, like he's talking about it, he's remorseful, you know, like, and I think that we can give that same latitude to Edward de Vere, and once we do, it's going to be more evident, like, you know, that he's Shakespeare.
Yeah,
Anyways.
no, it's funny. It's funny that we keep talking about comedians because one of my favorite like scholars in the field, this guy Robert Prechter, who had his first career
Yeah.
in finance actually, and so my dad had heard of him, which was a cool like intersection because they don't usually like my dad's not a big Shakespeare fan. I think I can say, but Robert Prechter always said that Robin Williams was sort of what Edward de Vere must have been like, this kind of bubbling, overflowing with life and doing impressions and kind of manic and depressive, you know, that kind of too larger than life energy.